guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today in this video, this is going to be a little bit of a different video than the ones I normally post. What I actually intended on sharing today was the Trigger 3 versus Trigger 4 stick review, and also the AS1 versus AS2. Instead, I thought I'd post this video, which is a mix of answering a question that I always see coming up in all of the videos that we post, which is, what is your favorite stick? What is your favorite gloves? Your favorite pair of skates? Even your favorite bag? In this video, what I wanted to do was take a look at some of my favorite products, hockey accessories, and also hockey experiences that we've been a part of over the course of 2019, and also some hockey experiences that would be great to be a part of, maybe in 2020. But aside from that, I also wanted to use this video as an opportunity to find out what some of your favorites are. So every single category that I go through in this video, I'm going to leave in the description down below. So if you want to go through it and give me an answer for each of the different categories so I can find out what some of your favorites are, I thought that'd be really, really cool. And it'd also be great to see some of your experiences that you've had over the course of 2019, either things that you were a part of that were hockey related or things that you hope to be a part of in the coming year. And as another side note, if there's any products that you want us to take a look at in 2020, or any places or hockey events or experiences that you want us to go and visit and create content about, leave those down below in the comment section as well. I thought this would be a really cool way for us to kind of find out a little bit more about you guys that watch our videos, and to share a little bit more insight into some of the things that I really like that I've come across over the course of the last year. Let's get into it and find out what some of my favorites are from 2019. Now the first one, of course, is going to be skates. Massive fan of skates, as I'm sure you guys know. It's one of the most popular types of videos that I post. My personal favorite pair of skates from 2019, without a question of a doubt, is going to be the CCM Total Custom skates. I filmed a video back in Montreal with the team at CCM showing you the process of actually ordering your own pair of custom skates, the way they measure your foot, the way the actual construction process occurs. Of course, I showed you guys as much as I could, but that's definitely going to be my favorite pair of skates. But as a side note, some skates that I'm really interested in taking a look at that I've not really had a proper opportunity to do so is Graph. I know there's a lot of old school hockey players out there that are big fans of Graph, and it's definitely a brand that I'd like to feature more content of on our channel. It's just a case of being able to make that happen. Aside from that, there's also True. I know there's been a lot of adjustments and changes that they've made. They've introduced a new holder, so that's definitely another manufacturer that I want to take a look at in 2020 to find out how their skates compare to some of the other options that are available. But make sure you let me know in the comment section what some of your favorite skates have been, either that you've used period, or some of the favorite skates that you've come across in 2019. So from there, it's going to be a bit of a subtle one, and it's going to be blades or runners. Now, without a question of a doubt, the kings of quality in terms of the runners that are being produced to date is going to be Step Steel. But my favorite is actually Bionic, and this has got nothing to do with the fact that I'm trying to say that Bionic make a better quality blade than Step. But Bionic make a great quality blade, but what I really love about what they do is the options. They have so many different color options. They do engraving. It sounds like it's a bit of a perk that doesn't really benefit your performance on the ice, and by all means, that's completely true. But if I can get a pair of blades or runners that match my jersey, that match my gloves, why the hell not? I'm definitely a big fan of being a little bit more diverse on the ice, injecting a little color into the game, excuse the pun. But for me, it's just something that I think is cool, and hopefully people will latch onto that idea because it just makes the game a little bit more interesting, makes people stand out a little bit more. So I'm definitely a big fan of that. Now, next up is going to be sticks. Now, sticks are definitely something that we do cycle through pretty quickly. I think it's definitely one of those things that hockey players chew up pretty fast. For me, my favorite stick hands down is going to be the FT1. I have used the FT2, of course, but it's again one of those things where I just find myself being drawn to the original FT stick that CCM created. And another favorite is definitely going to be Palmer, which is a company that we connected with in Finland. It's actually a, you could say, a subsidiary of the company Titan, who were the original creators of one of the sticks that Wayne Gretzky used for a number of years throughout his professional career. We actually filmed a video with the creator of Titan back in Finland. I'll link that down below if you want to check it out. But I just love the way that company creates their sticks, the way they're so passionate about doing a lot of the processes themselves, all in Finland. It was great to see companies kind of going back to the roots of creating everything in-house. I really loved seeing that. Now, moving swiftly on from there, it's going to be bags. I've got two favorite bags for two very different reasons. Number one is going to be the Airbox from Grit. I've done a bunch of videos on that bag, and of course I'll link the review of it down below in the video description, but also the Conway & Banks bag. We were fortunate enough to meet the creator of the Conway & Banks bag in Toronto. I love the style of the bags. I love the way that it's been designed inside in terms of the storage dividers, but most importantly, I love the fact that it has a drop-down foot mat incorporated into the side of the bag's design. That's something that I've not really seen from any other manufacturers, and just generally using that bag over the course of numerous months, flying with it, traveling with it a lot, it held up incredibly well. So Grit Airbox and also the Conway & Banks bags are definitely going to be my favorite in that department. But make sure you comment down below and let me know what some of your favorite bags are. We've actually got a video coming out pretty soon on a new bag from Grit that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys very, very soon. This is going to be a pretty simple one, and it's going to be a goal. What's your favorite goal? Now, for the last probably 2 years, we've been using the same goal, which is the Winwell Heavy Duty Net. That goal has had well over 100,000 shots fired at it from a mix of recreational players, pro players, first timers, and it's held up incredibly well. It doesn't have a single dent on it. It's a net that we've actually dragged out into the street. We used it predominantly inside our indoor rink, which is just over there. It's easily one of the best goals that I've ever come across. Scratch that, it is the best goal that I've ever come across, and I'll also link that down below in the video description if you want to find out more information about it. But make sure you let me know what your favorite style of goal is. If you prefer tarps, if you prefer mini nets, or if you prefer, full-on regulation size nets, let me know what you guys prefer in the comment section down below. From there, it's going to be my favorite helmet. My favorite helmet, without a question of a doubt, is going to be the FL500 from CCM. I filmed a video sharing more insight into cheap versus expensive helmets, showing you what is, quote on, the most protective helmet in hockey based on the research that Virginia Tech Institution carried out on hockey helmets, and the FL500 from CCM ranked #1. From there, it's going to be Kaz's custom helmet. Now, a while back again, I think it was probably about the start of the summer, we were visited by the CEO of Kaz, who creates a 3D printed custom hockey helmet. Now, that was definitely one of my favorite helmets that I'd ever come across, purely because of the fit options that they were able to offer, and I was a big fan of the style of helmet that they also created as well. If you want to find out more about that, I will link it down below in the video description, but it's definitely something completely new in hockey, and something that I'm hoping really catches on, because without a shadow of a doubt, we all know the most important part of your body that you can protect while you're playing sports or doing anything is going to be the head, and a better fitting helmet, a custom fitting helmet, is going to protect your head because it's going to fit your head much better than something that you just grab off of the shelf. Next up is going to be my favorite synthetic. Now, you guys know that we've taken a look at a bunch of different synthetic ice options, from Extra Ice, also more recently to Glyce. And saying those two names because those two names are essentially my favorite. We currently have Extra Ice in our synthetic rink, but we've done a lot of testing with Glyce and also Extra Ice. And I think realistically, the only way to answer that properly, because both of them are my favorites right now, is to do a head-to-head. So that's a video that you can look out for in 2020. We're going to be doing a synthetic ice head-to-head against Extra Ice and also Glyce to find out the main differences when you actually put them to the test against each other to figure out which one is the better option to use. But as it stands right now, Glyce and Extra Ice are definitely going to be my favorite synthetic surfaces based on the size of the panels, the thickness, the quality, and also the general performance, and also the life length of those panels. We've created videos on each of them that I'll link down below in the video description if you want to check them out. But of course, let me know what some of your favorites are in the comment section down below. Both the Extra Ice projects that we've created and the Glyce projects were some of the most fun that we've ever had, working with the guys in Extra Ice in Spain and also working with the guys from Glyce in Switzerland. We had a blast, created some pretty cool videos that will all be down below for you to watch. Now, moving on from there, it's going to be best hockey accessories. Now, for me, this area over here, I've only got one at the moment, which is Blade Barber. My camera operator, Ricky, always makes fun of me because I literally carry one everywhere. It can fit on your keys. It's always going to be in my car, my glove boxes. I've always got one inside my bag. It's incredibly portable. It's incredibly small, and it really has gotten me out of a pinch on numerous occasions. Having a tiny, compact, portable, real handheld skate sharpener inside your bag really does save you, especially now that we're pretty much in the pond hockey season. So that's definitely going to be my favorite accessory. Like everything else, I've created a video on it that I'll link down below for you guys to check out. But make sure you let me know what your favorite hockey accessory is, whether it's a skate sharpener, whether it's something that you use to rip the tape off of your stick, like the Tape Tiger. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite hockey accessory is. Now, in terms of my favorites for hockey products, the last one is going to be tech. Now, my favorite hockey tech that I've come across over 2019 is going to be, without a question of a doubt, the VR system from Sense Arena. I had never seen anything like that actually using it and putting it on. Being able to work on actual skills like your reaction time, your positioning, the way that you're able to make quick decisions on the ice from the comfort of your home or a hall with a stick in your hands, simulating everything that you'd be doing on the ice was unreal. The fact that so much technology is being pumped into hockey is always exciting for me to see. I will link the video down below in the video description, because putting on a VR headset, grabbing a hockey stick that has sensors on it so it vibrates and reacts like you're taking shots, receiving passes, was one of the most bizarre things I've ever done. But it was insane how much of a workout it was and how much all of the skills that you're developing in a VR system are transferable onto the ice. You're essentially able to work on hours and hours of repetitions that you would not typically be able to do on the ice unless you were very fortunate enough to be able to jump onto the ice whenever you wanted to. But it was an incredible piece of equipment to be able to use, and it's definitely made it into the list of my favorites. But next to that is also going to be Coach Vision, which is an app for a tablet or a phone that allows you to be able to see a 3D representation of what happens on the ice during drills. So if you're one of those players that always goes to the back of the line because you struggle to kind of visualize the drills as they're being drawn on a board and then following them or executing them on the ice, Coach Vision really helps to kind of shed light on exactly what you need to do on the ice by showing you the drills being executed on an app, first person view, third person view, 3D over the head. You can literally see everything that the players are doing, that you can see them skating, passing pucks to each other. It's one of the most clearest ways to be able to explain different drills and tactics, and it's another piece of software or service or system that makes it onto my favorites. Last section of this video is going to be best experiences. Now, we've had some pretty crazy ones over the course of 2019, but I think by far one of the ones that really sticks out is going to be the Red Bull Crushed Ice event that we went to in Boston. That was filmed inside Fenway Park. That was easily one of the most insane experiences that I've ever had, being able to collaborate with Red Bull, also the guys from We Live Hockey, Wraparound, Source Kit, and everyone else that was there. It was just an incredible experience to be able to be part of, and it was easily one of our most viewed videos. You guys enjoyed watching us absolutely getting wrecked on that track. I think it's currently set on something like 9.2 million views. I'll link it down below in the video description if you want to check it out, but that's definitely one of the memories from 2019 in terms of our hockey experiences that really sticks out. It was a blast. From there, it's also going to be meeting Marco, the NHL equipment customizer who works for CCM in Montreal. He was one of the most interesting people that I've ever been able to have a conversation with, just finding out some of the ins and outs of what he does on a day-to-day basis, who he works with. There was a lot of that video that we couldn't share because of the details that he had to discuss and the details of what he does with the athletes that he works with. But being able to have a conversation with him about what he does and how passionate he is about the work that he carries out, and I'm actually going to go as far as referring to what he does as an art form, it was just incredible and one of the most interesting videos that we filmed all year. I'll also link that down below in the video description. Marco, if you're watching this, I can't wait to be able to film something with you again in 2020. Another experience that definitely sticks out is definitely going to be the video that we filmed quite recently, which is Secrets of Swedish Hockey. Being able to work with the guys at Starzone Hockey and also Hockey Camp Sweden was a blast. Being able to meet Jesper Bratt of the New Jersey Devils was also awesome. We had a blast putting that video together in Stockholm and also in Rimbo in Sweden. And as always, very eager to get back out there. Last but not least is another big favorite, and it was meeting Mr. Titula, who was the founder and creator of Titan sticks, which were the sticks that Wayne Gretzky used for a very big portion of his professional career. Being able to sit down with this, dare I say it, king of engineers, especially in the elements that he works in, was just an unreal experience. He was one of the most engaging and motivating and inspiring people that I've ever met in my life. The fact that he's essentially in his 90s and he cuts a hole in the ice and goes for a swim during the winter periods to wake himself up in the morning before he sits down and starts working. The fact that he's even still designing and creating at this point was just incredible. He was a fascinating person to be able to meet and to be able to create a piece of content with, which again will be linked down below in the video description. It was unreal hearing the story of how he managed to get his stick into Wayne Gretzky's hands, and also finding out about some of the other things that he's done in his past and his career. It was just an unreal experience. All of those videos will be linked down below in the video description. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching this video all the way to the end, and a big thank you for sticking with us for this long. If you're new to Hockey Tutorial, thank you for rocking with us. If you've been here from the get-go and you're one of the OGs, thank you for continuing to still watch our videos, subscribe, comment, interact with what we post. It's always been a pleasure creating these videos, and I can't wait to share what we have coming in 2020. We've got some pretty exciting things. But before I go into too much of a tangent and keep rambling on, I just wanted to say a big thank you. Make sure you thumbs up the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and make sure you comment down below with anything you want us to see featured on this channel for 2020, and also go through that list in the description and share some of your favorites in the comment section below. But a big thank you guys, and stay tuned for the next video in 2020. Take care, and look forward to seeing you in the new year. Peace.